Musika ang kanilang naging buhay at salamin ng kanilang mga pinagdaanan. Anumang panahon, ito ay kanilang pinahahalagahan. Magandang gabi, ako po si Carla Lizardo at ito ang Personage.
Mga karanasan na kapupulutan, mahalagang aral sa tinak na daan, kwento ng tagumpay at mga inspirasyon, hango sa buhay at muling pagbangon, pinalakas, pinatatag ang kalooban, natutong lumipad, natutong lumaban, mga katangi-tanging Pilipino, iba't ibang istorya at pagkatao, alamin kung paano at kung sino-sino, kilalanin bawat isa sa likod ng bawat kwento.
Nasa dugo ng pamilya ang pagiging musikero, pinagyaman ang angking talento at ngayon ay umaani ng kaliwat ka ng mga proyekto bilang isa sa mahuhusay na songwriter and performer. Siya si Mike Villegas.
Don't be afraid to find your own voice by studying a voice you already really love.
17 years old ka pa lang nang pasukin mo ang music industry. Ano yung naging inspiration mo for entering this career?
I saw a video dati ng Beatles performing and everybody was going wild, in particular girls were going wild for them. And that's all the motivation I needed. Pero when I was 17, nasa college pa ako noon. I was in UP. Tapos tumutugtog na ako ng semi-professionally with Color It Red, Kukichua's group. And bands like Buklod, the late great Susan Fernandez Magno. Ang dami ko na natutugtugan dati. I once had a gig with Rico J. Puno as his electric guitar player for one night, and that was hilarious. So sabak na kumbaga. I grew up in my dad is a musician, so it wasn't that far a leap from staying in college and then going professional. I have an amazing twin brother. He's an amazing bassist and composer din. Si Angelo Villegas. He won the Metropop in 2000. Galing nun. He's also with me here at Hit Productions. We're now at Hit Productions and we write jingles and scores for ads for a living.
Ano ba yung advice na binibigay ng dad niyo sa inyo as musicians?
Been there, done that ang papa ko. You know, when he was much younger, I'm sure he did stuff, you know. Kumbaga, if you're gonna get into this, do it as a career. Be serious about it, learn the craft of it. Otherwise, finish your school. I was in UP, tapos Mascom ako. Oo, Mascom na Comres, pero Mascom pa rin. Tapos, kaharap ng Mascom, if you're familiar with UP campus, is music. So, torture, mapasok ka, tapos naririnig mo yung nagigitara na pa-practice. And then kami ni Kukichua became acquainted and we started playing together sa Color It Red, sa Club Red, sa Red Rocks before, Myrix before. And that was when my dad stepped in and said, this is good, you should do this, but do what you love, but don't do the funny stuff.
So let's talk about your style of music. Bilang isang songwriter, paano ba malalaman ng mga tao like what makes Mike Villegas unique?
Thank you for mentioning other people because I think the style you have is dictated by what people perceive. And from what I understand, what's successful in my career, I find, is a brand of pop rock or folk rock. It can have like an ethnic vibe to it. Pero nandun pa rin yung there's a backbeat, there's a sense of rock to it. It's definitely not R&B or anything like that. I think that's where I'm coming from. It's folk rock na na more leaning towards rock than folk. But yeah, that's my style.
Gusto naman namin malaman, mabilis lang ba magsulat ng isang kanta? Like usually, how long does it take?
I don't want to come off as kasi it's not simple.
Yeah.
But sometimes it does come quickly. They do come quickly sometimes. It starts with a thought. Like let's say for example, yung kanta ko for Dear Heart, like you see a line that says, "Heto ka na naman. Binabalik ang ayaw kong maramdaman." So naisip mo yan, di ba? So heto ka na naman, binabalik. Then you end up finishing it up because you have no choice. And I think all writers have that na parang once the thread starts, tutuloy-tuloy mo siya. And there are songs that were difficult for me to finish, and I find that those songs are not as good. I find that the songs that I churned out within a day stay with me.
Sa pagbabalik ng Personage,
I would love to see Bullet Dumas on a noontime TV show. That would be a dream come true. So, di ba hindi na panaginip yun dapat eh?
of course, meron kayong entry for Philpop 2014 na kinanta ni Kiana Valenciano. So, can you tell us a little bit about this song?
Lahat tayo I'm sure ikaw, direct, ikaw din. May tropa na tanga na pabalik-balik sa kanyang nobyo o nobya na nananakit o nangangaliwa o ano. At every time ginigising ninyo sa inuman, bobo mo, gising na, ano ba? Ganyan tayo sa kanya. We have that friend. Pero sometimes tayo rin yun. Sometimes we wish we could tell that to the mirror. And that's what Dear Heart is about. It's about trying not to fall in love. And how yung utak natin tsaka ang puso natin hindi magka-vibes. And that's it. I wanted to write an anti-love song. And it's not a hate song either. It's anti-love. It's knowing the feeling, knowing the pain that came with it, and trying to shoo it away.
You know, napakaganda ng insight na OPM is alive and well, you just have to know where to look. So, ano naman yung iniisip mo, yung dream mo talaga para sa future ng OPM?
Yung magandang music. Yung magaling na singer. Yung magaling na artist. Ang dami. I would love to see Bullet Dumas on a noontime TV show. That would be a dream come true. So, di ba hindi na panaginip yun dapat eh. We are inundated with mediocrity. We're inundated with it. We see a pretty face filling up a Renta Coliseum, and we think that's OPM. It's a comedy show. It's quite literally a comedy show. She's a comedian, you know. And naging twisted na. Nagagalit tayo because she's an insult to OPM when she's not. She's not OPM. She's a comedian. We've gotten to the point where we actually think OPM is what it isn't, you know. It's original Filipino music, man. Come on. It's songwriting. It's Willie Cruz. It's George Canseco. That's what OPM is.
Ano naman yung advice na mabibigay mo sa mga aspiring songwriters out there?
Don't be afraid to find your own voice by studying a voice you already really love. let's say for example that the Eraserheads attracts you. And gusto mong magsulat sana para kang Ellie Buendia. Di siprahin mo. But not just chords. Find the melody. So E, G, 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 A, G, F, E, all in the key of C. So ngayon, minamapa mo yun. You don't have to read notes. And then you figure that out on your own. Oh, that sequence of notes. That's a new song. That's a new song right there. So, na 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 na, pakinggan mo, ikaw at ako, na 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 na. It's there. It works because Ellie did it, and you liked it enough to learn the song and learn from it. Yun, don't be afraid to learn the craft. At that and medyo mahirap because there is some theory involved. There's music theory, like and by the way, you don't have to spend a single centavo because it's all on YouTube. Find a lesson on harmonizing a major scale. So if you're in the key of C, so C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B minor 7, flat 5, and then C. And then pretty much all of pop music is some fashion or other combination of those 7 chords. And then that's it. You're well on your way. Study it. Dahil gusto mo maging musician, study it. That would be my biggest tip for an aspiring songwriter.
Sa pagbabalik ng Personage.
Kasi matagal-tagal na akong nagsusulat ng kanta. So, minsan it becomes difficult to think of new ideas or new melodies. Kasi parang pakaramdam mo minsan pigang-piga ka na.
Nagsimula ang kanyang career bilang miyembro ng bandang Sugar Free. Nagkaroon ng pagkakataong maging solo artist at pinatunayan ang galing sa pagbuo ng mga awitin. Ngayon ay patuloy ang pagkinang ng kanyang pangalan sa music industry. Siya si Ebe Dancel.
Sana hindi mapagod yung Pilipino magsulat ng kantang pwede niyang ipagmalaki. Hindi sa bayan, kundi sa sarili. Kasi pag masaya ka sa ginagawa mo, mas madali siya ilabas sa kapwa.
You started your career with the band Sugar Free before you decided to pursue a solo career. Ano naman yung natutunan mo sa grupo na ito?
Dami. Pasensya, dedication, tiyaga. Marami kang, always things will be hard before become easy. Bad before good. So, kailangan mo pasensya.
Bilang isang songwriter at performer, ano yung favorite genre mo at saan mo gustong makilala?
Hindi ako particular sa genre. I grew up listening to the Carpenters, Kenny Rogers. Malayo sa rock. Nasa rock ako kasi yung gitara ko maingay. Mahirap sabihin na, hindi, nasa rock ako, nasa pop ako. Kasi by doing that, nililimit mo yung options mo as a songwriter. So, I'd rather be known as just a songwriter and a performer. Whatever comes out of it, yun ang lalabas.
Ano naman yung masasabi mo na biggest challenge na na-encounter mo bilang isang songwriter?
Kasi matagal-tagal na akong susulat ng kanta. So, minsan it becomes difficult to think of new ideas or new melodies. Kasi parang pakaramdam mo minsan pigang-piga ka na. That's the main challenge, I think. To come up with something new to say. Kasi pag paulit-ulit, ayoko kasi pag may kausap ako, paulit-ulit yung sinasabi niya. So, I try not to be that person. as a performer, at some point, age, you know, it just catches on. I started performing professionally when I was siguro mga 22, 23. Ngayon kasi yung body clock ko medyo nag-iba na. Hindi na ako lumalabas. So, pag wala akong tugtog, alas 9 ng gabi tulog na ako. 5 a.m. gising na ako. Medyo challenge yung tumugtog ng sobrang late kasi inaantok na ako. Samantalang yung mga kids, parang buhay na buhay ko. Ako, medyo inaantok na. Doon.
Sino naman ang masasabi mong inspiration at mga musical idols mo?
Ang ultimate idol ko siguro pagdating sa songwriting, si Gary Granada. Lahat ng albums niya, meron ako. Nakakapal. Nakaigang ko lahat. Pag tumutugtog siya, kasi madalang na siyang tumutugtog. Pag tumutugtog siya, nanonood talaga ako. Yung ability niya to make songwriting seem so easy. That's his gift. His gift of words, melody, and how he touches people. That's something that I also want to accomplish as a songwriter.
Ng mga taon, hindi pa naman huli pwede pa tayo.
Sa pagbabalik ng Personage,
Choose to stay positive despite the challenges. Right now, it's a little bit harder to get airplay on radio, on TV maybe, but game changer kasi yung internet.
kung pwede kang magka-collaboration with anyone in the world, sino yung dream collaboration mo?
Kasi palagi kami nag-usap ni Yeng Constantino. So probably a song with her. Si Mike Villegas, na para I consider my mentor. Gusto ko rin siyang mga trabaho. Hindi lamang yung kasama mong kumakanta o nagpa-perform on stage. Kasama ko nagre-record ng kanta, ng album. So, yun. Gary Granada, Mike Villegas. Mr. C. Ayan. Kaya lang, masyado maraming ginagawa si Mr. C at the moment. Pero, nakakahanap din kami ng oras.
Pag-usapan naman natin ng OPM. Ano yung masasabi mo sa music industry today?
It's different from when I was starting out. The support of media is also different. Choose to stay positive despite the challenges. Right now, it's a little bit harder to get airplay on radio, on TV maybe, but game changer kasi yung internet. So kung nahihirapan kang patugtog yung kanta mo sa radyo, sa TV, upload mo sa internet, before you know it, you have 10-20,000 hits in 2 weeks. Malaking bagay yun. Yung technology natin ngayon is more affordable, more accessible. Dati, lahat ng life savings ko, ginastos ko para sa demo ko. Ngayon, kailangan mo lang na isang computer at sa matinong kwarto. Ito, sobrang gandang kwarto nito. Pero kailangan mo lang na matinong kwarto. Pwede ka na mag-record ng album. Tapos, pwede mong ilabas sa internet. At actually, pwede ka maglabas ng album na hindi ka nakikita ng tao eh. Medyo weird, di ba? Pero, maaari na siyang mangyari ngayon.
Ano pa yung pinapangarap mo para sa industry?
That good songwriting never stops. Malaking representation ng ating kulturang musika. So, ang pangarap ko ay sana hindi mapagod yung Pilipino magsulat ng kantang pwede niyang ipagmalaki. Hindi sa bayan, kundi sa sarili. Kasi pag masaya ka sa ginagawa mo, mas madali siya ilabas sa kapwa.
Bilang isang performer, ano yung masasabi mong biggest life lesson na natutunan mo so far?
I think I've failed more times than I've succeeded. And that's why I think I'm still around. I've made so many mistakes and I've learned from them all. Careful not to repeat those same ones. At the same time, pag natutumba ka, pagbangon mo, meron ka laging bagong lesson na napupulot.
Para naman sa mga aspiring songwriters and performers out there, ano yung advice na mabibigay mo sa kanila?
Huwag kayong magsulat, huwag kayong tumugtog para sa audience. Gawin niyo yun para sa sarili niyo. Kasi lahat naman tayo, nagsimula yung pangarap natin sa bedroom, o sa banyo, habang naliligo ka, sa kusina, sa munting espasyo mo. So, huwag mong kakalimutan kung saan ka galing, so you don't lose sight of where you want to go. Palamuti ay mag-take lagi yan ng backseat dun sa tunay na diwa ng kung ano talaga yung gusto mong gawin, ano talaga yung gusto mong sabihin. Huwag mo kakalimutan kung sino ka.
Hindi naman masama ang pagtangkilik sa mga banyagang tugtugin, pero wag sana nating kalimutan na tayo rin ay may sariling talento na hinahangaan din ng iba. Ang mga tulad nila Mike Villegas at Ebe Dancel na walang sawang gumagawa ng mga original Pinoy music ang nagbibigay sigla at kinabukasan sa ating musika. Hanggang sa muli, ito ang programang naghahatid ng mga kwento ng tagumpay, inspirasyon at pagbangon. Ako po si Carla Lizardo at ito ang Personage.
What they're really looking for is that spark, something that really makes you stand out. And the only thing that really can do that for you is your personality, who you are. So don't pressure yourself to be a certain way. Just know that you're worth it. That who you are is enough to win you a title.
Don't listen to people who tells you don't. Also take that negativity to being positive. It's to push yourself. It's to prove to them that no, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna win.